Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we're live on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Bederin FM, Bumpurugu, Clenham Radio, Bato, Gaskia FM, Techiman, and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, first runner-up in Super Delegates Conference, Kennedy, Japan, and 4 others summoned before the MPP's disciplinary committee for various breaches to the party's constitution.
Well, as a party, no single individual is above the constitution. As a party, we treat everyone the same proportion without reference to whether the person is a presidential aspirant or a party member.
We'll hear from the party's General Secretary, also forging ahead post-Super Delegates Conference. The New Patriotic Party is now faced with breaking the tie between two candidates and the decision to amend its constitution while nurturing a united front.
It's very important that we remain united as a party, that we have to keep this party together.
We shall take a look at the constitution.
In business,
Ghana ranked among 16 out of 51 African countries whose operational risk worsened between the end of 2020 and mid-2023. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And 2023 edition of the biggest street arts festival in West Africa, Chalewote, ends with multiple events as thousands troop to the Black Star Square to participate in the annual celebration of arts and culture.
This is my 3rd time. It's fantastic.
I'm loving it. This is my 10th time here. 10th time!
Details of these and more coming up shortly. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay tuned. In our first story, the Executive Committee of the New Patriotic Party has summoned some members before its disciplinary committee. In a statement signed by the party's General Secretary, 5 persons, including the first runner-up in the flag bearership race, Kennedy Japan, are accused of breaching the party's constitution and will have to answer to the disciplinary committee to explain their action. We'll hear from the party's General Secretary, Justin Frimpong Kojo, later, but first, Elton Broby of our political desk will take us through the statement. Elton, who are the other members to appear before the disciplinary committee?
So first, the party condemns what they describe as isolated incident that happened during the process. According to the statement, in pursuant of Article 10.7 of the party's constitution, Raphael Patrick Safo, Charles Dochi Yao Ado, Musa Sulemana, and Hobson Yaovi Adoye have been referred to the party's disciplinary committee. The party includes it has video and photo evidence that suggests possible violation of the article of the party constitution and possible misconduct under Article 47.
Okay, what were the allegations against Kennedy Japan?
Not so clear, but according to the statement, he made threats and accusations against some personalities in a video that has since gone viral on social media and mainstream media, and will have to answer for that before the disciplinary committee.
Right. And there's also a statement from presidential hopeful Alan Chemanting.
So part of it says that the Alan Chemanting for President campaign expresses deep sorrow about the brutal assault on my polling agent in the Northeast region. This is an indelible blot on the integrity of the internal democratic process within the MPP. He says, I wish my colleague speedy recovery and God's manifold blessings. I would like to assure him and his family of an unwavering support for his well-being. The Alan Campaign Coordination Team is currently analyzing the results of the Special Electoral College results, and in the course of this week, will deliver a public broadcast on the way forward for my campaign.
Right. Thank you so much, Elton Brobe of our political desk. Meanwhile, General Secretary Justin Frimpong Kojo says the party will treat all persons equally before the committee.
Several activities happened, and some of them that were video evidence. The party, led by myself, has taken a step to address those issues. And there are several allegations also coming up from some parts of the voting centers. Well, as a party, no single individual is above the constitution. As a party, we treat everyone the same proportion without reference to whether the person is a presidential aspirant or a party member.
Justin Frimpong Koja is General Secretary of the NPP. Still on the NPP, after the Super Delegates Conference, the party finds itself at a crossroads with a need for introspection and reform, concerns about an expensive Super Delegates Congress, and allegations of vote buying cannot be overlooked. To regain trust and transparency, the party is working to review its constitution and address cracks. While it navigates these issues, the tie between two candidates has necessitated a runoff election. There's more in this following report.
This so-called electoral college is expensive. It's also sometimes divisive.
The NPP's leadership grappling with concerns that emerged after the Super Delegates Conference on Saturday. Party elder Hackman Owusu-Agyemang raised questions about the party's constitution and the expenses incurred during the conference.
But I believe that in the fullness of time, we shall take a look at the constitution and look at that aspect of it.
But there's more. An unexpected twist as contenders Adainimo and Boache Jako tied with 9 votes each. Now all eyes are on the party as it prepares to break the tie and carve a clear path to the forthcoming contest on November 4.
Next week Saturday, there will be a runoff between the two, so that one will by all means win, or otherwise we continue to have them contest among themselves until we have one.
And those are excerpts of a report of the weekend activities. We'll bring you full details of that later. Now, the National Identification Authority is beginning a new registration drive for first-time applicants aged 15 and above, with an initial 10-day period exclusively for public sector workers yet to obtain the Ghana card. The NIA aims to digitize public records and tackle the issue of ghost names in the public sector. Public sector employees need to submit documents, including their previous month's payslip, genuine birth certificate, valid Ghanaian passport, or certificate of acquired citizenship. Here is Executive Secretary of the Authority, Professor Ken Atefa.
We suspect that part of the intendment or the intention of the Controller Accountant General's Department is to get rid of ghost names on government payroll, which would inure to the benefit of all of us as a country. And again, I think that it may introduce frustrations or difficulties for those who are public sector workers on government payroll, but who elect not to go get a Ghana card.
The trial of Rashid Anata, a 35-year-old Islamic marriages MC, set to enter a crucial phase as he prepares to open his defense against allegations of defilement. State prosecutors have managed to establish a prima facie case against him. Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam has more.
The video that triggered the case and brought it to the attention of the public was rendered in evidence by the Upper West Region's Office of the Attorney General's Department, led by the Principal State Attorney, Lawyer Said Abdul Shakur.
The video that actually triggered the whole process was tendered in evidence. You know, it was the video that the community found those girls, and the girls actually spoke about how their ordeal with the accused person. That's what triggered the whole process. So that was the video that we tendered in evidence, and then it was played in court.
Apart from the video being tendered in evidence, Lawyer Said Abdul Shakur disclosed that they have so far had 5 witnesses testifying in the court.
It was a week-long festival that featured a meditative procession through the streets of Osu, screening of movies, display of artwork, drama and more. The climax of the 2023 edition of the Chalewote Streets Arts Festival was at the weekend as thousands of Ghanaians trooped to the Black Star Square in Osu to participate in West Africa's biggest celebration of arts and culture. Max Olagbagba has more.
It is close to midnight, and beneath the moonless African sky, thousands of festival goers are still gathered at iconic Black Star Square. The intoxicating rhythms of Amanziba Nat Brew's high life music fill the air. King Ayisoba is on stage, adding a unique flavor to the musical concert.
The whole world.
There were more performances after him. And the festivities continue. Less than 100 meters away, Joy FM's DJ Black is on the turntables, treating patrons to some good music.
This is my third time. It's fantastic.
My name is Ejari. I'm a teacher at Granada Senior High School. I'm loving it. This is my 10th time here. 10th time! Wow! Let us see your enjoy.
Gabriella.
And that's Maxwell Akbakba's reporting. On that exciting note, we end the bulletin. In our top story, first runner-up in Super Delegates Conference, Kennedy, Japan, and 4 others summoned before the NPP's disciplinary committee for various breaches to the party's constitution. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Joy 99.7 FM, radio for the discerning listener.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Oh, Bobo, so how's your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Mr. Mane, sorry. Chairman Mane. Chairman. Hey, Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Who wants a song when you can have a sale? Orca is celebrating 20 years of excellence by giving you 50% off 20,000 items. Make your house feel like home with selected furniture, accessories, textiles, decor, appliances, and much more for 50% off. Celebrate this milestone with us. Visit the Orca Superstore on Spintex Road today.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your Visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes and I bought 10 father, my sanaba. My many papa and you're not for more fear anymore, more acquaintum. Trebiania, so a maniscaco fear and fancy that near fear for before Javasi no parking. Ebemen Sujai Casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how to your nature. Sukasa see a damn brony friend affordable luxury homes, or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, where you're fully gated or grants and communities, or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. I'm sign with flexible payments, and yeah, I know my dear at Dow Casa. Plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick finances stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie's social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be biara be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Good morning. Fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Don't you worry. Be happy. Can't say same for all the what do you call them?
I don't know. Aspirants, right? Okay. Tell me honestly, how surprised are you?
Very surprised.
Right?
Very.
I mean, did you expect Kennedy Japan to beat Alan Chamantin?
I didn't. Honestly. Honestly.
But then there are those who are saying that statistically this means nothing. 0.5% of delegates. So really, I mean.
So it's the next round that is going on. I'm hearing something about a runoff.
Yes, for the last slot, if you will. Each of them got 9 votes. 1 point something percent of the total, right? So there has to be some way of deciding which of them makes it into that last slot, unless one or the other of them decides to drop out. So that's where we are right now with
interesting outcome first round.
Yeah. But do you really think it means nothing? 0.5%.
Well, if it's 0.5%, then it maybe means nothing. Let's see what the others, the 95%, think. I mean, the 99 point what. 5, because 0.5 to 99.5% thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking, so if you were to sample, let me do the maths quickly, okay? So I want to figure out whether indeed 0.5% is really negligible, or whether it gives you an idea of what what the big number will be. So let's say you sample. Let me do the maths quickly. So 10 million. What is 1% of 10 million? That would be 100,000, right? So 0.5% of 10 million will be 50,000. So if you sample 150,000 Ghanaians on any subject, can you say that the answers you get are reflective of what Ghanaians think? If you do a survey of 150,000 Ghanaians, what would you say? Would you say that's a
probably
number?
Probably will be reflective. Yeah,
but that would be 0.5% of Ghanaians.
But you see, the grassroots, I'm told, think differently. I don't know how true that is.
We will see. We will see.
So let's see what the grassroots think and
Okay.
how the candidates are able to connect with those other grassroots.
Well, okay. So today we'll figure out what comes next for all of these candidates at this point, and whether, like we're discussing, whether these numbers are reflective. Okay. All right. So the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Now, the next sound you hear will be heralding the Joy Business Report, brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, Ghana ranked among 16 out of 51 African countries whose operational risk worsened between the end of 2020 and mid-2023 due to deterioration in the macroeconomic risk subcategory. We'll tell you more. Also, government expected to finalize domestic debt exchange program after securing more than 90% participation in the final round of restructuring of the financial instruments. And Chartered Institute of Insurance Ghana concerned about the current state of the economy, saying it may affect industry's quest to increase coverage. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for listening, everyone. Hello to our friends in Koforidua listening on KTU Radio. First up, Ghana is ranked among 16 out of 51 African countries whose operational risk worsened between the end of 2022 and mid-2023. That's according to the Economist Intelligence Unit's latest operational risk outlook. Let's hear more in this report.
According to the UK-based firm, the worsening scores have been driven mainly by deterioration in the macroeconomic risk subcategory. This reflects the negative impact of rising domestic consumer prices on businesses' profit margins and the wider implications for exchange rate and monetary policy. That said, despite shocks presented by the Russia-Ukraine war and the scars left by coronavirus pandemic in 2020 and 2021, EIU said macroeconomic risk retains its place as the best rated subcategory across the region with an average score of 43, equivalent to a C rating. This is mainly reflecting relatively fast economic growth that comes with expanding populations. Meanwhile, 11 of the 51 countries have an improving risk outlook. These include Tanzania, the Central African Republic, and Ethiopia.
That's a Business Desk report. Economist Dr. Patrick Isumin is predicting that government will struggle to get local investors to sign on to its planned reopening of a new domestic debt exchange program. This will be for persons who did not participate in the earlier program. Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, disclosed to Joy Business that government is looking to reopen the domestic debt exchange program for persons who did not sign up to reconsider their decision. But Dr. Isumin tells Joy Business it may not work.
People will be more skeptical. A lot of the ones that didn't sign up, we were told that it was what, 80% or 85% that has signed up. So, if you communicate that it's been very successful and you've moved forward, and then now you come back to come and tell us, I need to do a second round to help those who didn't sign up. I think people will be very skeptical. So I don't think people will also know now that, not signing up to the DDEP is not the end of the world, and that there's always a chance that you get your bonds back. So I'll be surprised if the government is successful with the second round.
Economist Dr. Patrick Isumin there. Meantime, government is expected to close a chapter on the domestic debt exchange program, the new one, in the coming days after securing more than 90% participation in the domestic dollar bonds, cocoa bills, and pension funds. Here's George Rafael more.
The domestic dollar bonds, the cocoa bills, and the restructuring of the pension funds ended last Friday after it was extended on 2 occasions. But based on what Joy Business has picked up, participation in all these papers is pegged at more than 90%. This government claims it has secured more than what it even targeted to describe this final round of domestic debt exchange program as a success. The Finance Ministry, together with other financial institutions that worked on these papers, will be coming out with the fine details in terms of the level of participation as well as the allotment and how the payments will be done and the maturity dates in the coming days. Government sees the closing of this chapter on the Domestic Direction Program as one of those targets that could help Ghana pass the first review under the IMF program come next month. Some market analysts also believe that finalizing this Domestic Direction Program may give some clarity about the direction of the economy when it comes to government's finances.
George, you are filled with that report. Well, the government says it has made significant progress towards restructuring external debts, including Eurobonds. Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam is Minister of State at the Finance Ministry.
We have two types of external debts here. You have the Eurobond holders, and then also you have the bilateral creditors. So for the Eurobond holders, we set up two committees. The first committee for the international bond holders, and another committee for regional bond holders. We've had constructive engagement with them, and we actually shared in May this year their restructuring scenarios, hoping to receive an offer from them. As I speak to you, we've received an offer from the regional bond holders, and we are discussing seriously about that offer. We're hoping to receive an offer from the international bond.
The thoughts of Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam. Let's move on to other stories. The Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Reverend Amisha Dawusu, is appealing to taxpayers to be transparent in their tax obligations in order to qualify for some refund at the end of the year. According to him, many people qualify for annual refunds of a percentage of their tax payments but are unable to reclaim due to their inability to file the right taxes. He has been speaking to Joy Business.
Tax refund is very, very effective, and many institutions and enterprises are constantly getting refunds in millions. The challenge we have is for people understanding that refund comes from filing. So if you are not filing, then you are not be able to know that you have overpaid or you are underpaid. And therefore, that is why I'm saying that the mandatory filing and mandatory filing of all taxes is very, very important, because it is through that. Take, for example, the individuals. Many of us, our companies deduct our PAYE. And we don't file, we don't indicate that we have aged parents, which gives you a relief. You have a relief that you get if you have children in school. We don't indicate it.
Reverend Dr. Amisha Dawusu, Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority. The Chartered Institute of Insurance Ghana is concerned about the current state of the economy, saying it may affect the industry's quest to increase its penetration rate. The institute explains that persistent economic woes could lead to a hike in unemployment as insurance players may close down their businesses. President of the institute, Solomon Latte, called for stringent policies by the government to support the economy. He was speaking at the 2023 Chartered Institute of Insurance Excellence Awards.
Indeed, we are faced with challenging times. Just about 2 weeks ago, fuel prices went up, food prices have gone up again, transportation prices would go up again, water and electricity bills have gone up as an IMF bailout conditionality. The value of the Ghanaian cedi keeps dropping. Some of the risks faced by insurers in challenging times like these are increased claims and claims costs, increased fraudulent claims, and underinsurance, among others. There could also be business closures, downsizing, and general loss of jobs.
Solomon Latte, president of the Chartered Institute of Insurance Ghana. The Ghana Stock Exchange has invested 13 billion cedis out of the 20 billion cedi income earned over the years into private investments. According to his managing director, Abnamwa, this was part of plans to increase revenue. Speaking at the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce CEOs Connect, Amwa said she will position the exchange as an important tool for development.
So far, the GSC, we have raised almost 20 billion Ghana cedis and directed that into investment. About 7 billion of this has come through what we call equity investments, and 13 billion Ghana cedis has been funneled into private investments through things like corporate bond and instruments like that. And that is what we are looking to escalate.
Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Abnamwa. Let's turn to the stock market for a preview. Based on demand market, the share price of, or market demand rather, the share price of Standard Chartered Bank is expected to rise this week. Here's Grace Munay, an update to bank research on how your stocks will fare.
Last week, the stock market registered 7 price movers of 3 gainers and 4 laggards. Standard Chartered Bank, SIC Insurance and Societe Generale recorded an increase in their share prices, while Gold Ghana, Carl Bank, Access Bank, and Ecobank Ghana all declined. Outweighed by the gains, the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index expanded 0.25% weekly, resulting in a year-to-date gain of 25.59%, whereas the Databank Stock Index advanced 0.55% weekly to a year-to-date gain of 14.67%. Based on market demand, we anticipate the share price of Standard Chartered Bank to rise, while we forecast Carl Bank and MTN to fall due to oversupply of their shares. For Joy Business Reports, Grace Monanyun of Databank Research.
Thank you, Grace. On the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 11 cedis 43 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound 14 cedis 78 pesos. The euro going for 12 cedis 43 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil selling at $84 a barrel. Gold went up marginally to open trading at $1,916 an ounce. Cocoa, however, open trading at $3,466 a ton after going up by $36. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with a super candidate. Could you answer?
Yeah, we have super delegates. I don't know about super candidates.
Somebody texted says breaking the tie between Ejako and Adainimo doesn't sound logical. There's a whole thing about that. Is it really necessary to go for a runner?
Well, at this point, it is in the hands of Boache Ejako and Adainimo. It's in their hands.
Yeah.
So it's all up to them whether they are going to insist that this process is done, because it is their right.
Yeah.
To know which of them
makes it
into the top 5. So yeah, it's in their hands, or unless someone else in the top 5 drops out, in which case they will both automatically
I don't see
qualify.
that
you don't think
who would that be?
Kennedy Japan or Use Free Akuto or Alan Chemantin will be dropping out.
I don't think so.
Well, Alan Chemantin has a statement out, where he says he'll be communicating the way forward to his loyalists and supporters very soon. That means he is contemplating some decision, right?
Let's see what happens.
He is thinking about something. I mean, obviously, otherwise, why would he
maybe
say...
a new strategy,
They
say fear the delegates.
So maybe he's definitely going ahead, but he's contemplating some new strategy.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Never say never.
So if you must fear delegates, then you ought to be terrified of super delegates, right? Okay. All right, I've got something here by C.T. Praise. This is one I think you'll like. It's called The Gathering, John 6:12.
Wow.
It's our inspirational song brought to us this morning by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, and Water Tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. There you go. The spirit. All right, well, let's get into the swing of things with the Drive Safe campaign.
Which is brought to you by Joy News and Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. And now, one of the traffic lights, the non-functioning traffic light, one of those areas, which is around the Papaya area, Tesano, was functioning this morning, but I realized that the Aveno side was still not working.
Okay.
Yes, so...
We're getting there slowly, hopefully.
It looks like it.
Well, yeah.
So please be careful because some of the traffic lights are still not functioning. Please drive safe.
Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
At dinner one evening, my date asked me, what is the difference between dinner and supper? I smiled and said, just listen to Say It Right and I'll explain it all. So here we go. Dinner and supper are actually not the same thing at all. Dinner is the name given to the biggest meal of the day. It doesn't really matter what time it is eaten, as long as it's the biggest meal you will eat that day. Supper, on the other hand, refers to an evening meal. It comes from the French word souper, which means an evening meal. Once upon a time, when the most common economic activity was farming, people would have their dinner in the afternoon out in the farm, so they would have the energy to work. They would then come home and have a light informal supper before bedtime. Today, most people eat their dinner in the evenings, and so it appears to have become a synonym for supper, but it really isn't. Another thing about dinner is that it can either be had at home or at a restaurant or some other venue. It can also be a formal event. Supper, on the other hand, is much less formal and always eaten at home. So there you go. If you get nothing out of a dinner date with me, at least, you will learn how to say it right. Yeah, good morning to two of the biggest fans of Say It Right, Kwame Owusu-Danso and his wife, Ama Pratt, always listening. Love you guys. Okay, so let's very quickly do a wrap of News File. It was very, very eventful. Private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu called out the governor of the Bank of Ghana, said he should resign because he has no foresight. And we also heard from Bright Simmons and John Jinapor. Let's listen to them.
We have to admit that central banks do make losses. It's not entirely impossible that a central bank will make a loss in a year. We have to pay attention to two key factors when it comes to these losses. What is the scale of the losses and why? So our analysis is based on these two issues. So one way you can look at the loss is that what is the size of the loss as a percentage of that central bank's equity. You can also look at it as a percentage of the government's expenditure. If you look at it that way, the Bank of Ghana losses are incredible. So for instance, as a percentage of expenditures in Ghana, they were roughly 35% of exchanges of the prior year. So that's a huge amount compared to Brazil 1.5%, Czech Republic 1.8%, Thailand 7.7%, etc. To have a loss, that is about 35% or 1/3 of the expenditure of the government in the year before, the total expenditure of the year before, is dramatic. The other way is also to look at it in terms of equity, and there it's even mind-boggling because the Bank of Ghana has such a tiny equity that when you express as a percentage, it makes no sense, like 600,000% or something like that. So we're not even going to go there. But in short, the Bank of Ghana's losses is so wild that it requires better investigation than so far they've been willing to concede.
You see, and what pains me is a level of, excuse my language, dishonesty that I'm seeing. That people think that they can use technicalities to just dribble all of us. I mean, that's what worries me. But this attempt to dribble us and to use jargons and technicalities and say it's just technical loss. As it stands, the equity, and like it was said, 55 billion. Your equity is what shareholders bring. But at the end of the year, if you make profit, you either pay dividend or you transfer it, and then it increases your equity. You keep that equity because anything can happen. So anytime there's a loss, you fall on the equity. Now with this 55 billion, how do you deal with it? It's a critical issue. The government said 5 years. The government will have to recapitalize. If you read the IMF document, nowhere is this mentioned in our agreement with the IMF.
We pay so much for his foresight But it's turned out he has no foresight. That's why he has to step aside. You know, in law, it's not hindsight that we use. We use the foresight of a reasonable man. And you see that's why we pay him. He couldn't see something. Look, let's repeat. As long as he didn't see local production of rice, oil, all those things that cause some problems for us every 3-4 years, he should have known that this day was coming. So look, you know, one of the most laughable stories to read in the past 2 weeks is when you hear journalists write, and even Dr. Tia has repeated it, if the central bank hadn't paid, the economy would have collapsed. As if the central bank was insulated. When Section 32 is saying that he is the advisor to what? Government on fiscal matters.
Yeah. I like how Martin Kpebu draws the attention of the public to this responsibility of our central bank, which I don't think we see them perform very publicly. I don't know if they do it often, but I certainly don't hear much about their advising government on transactions that have impact on our economy. Right? So if government is going for a loan, there should be some advice from the Bank of Ghana in there. Right? So they should be advising government on monetary policy.
I doubt,
is it happening?
I doubt that they would publicly inform us if they were even doing anything like that.
Well, it's kind of like how the Attorney General advises government on legal matters. It should be documented somewhere, and the public ought to have access to it. This is not national security, right? It's not a government secret. If you are going for a loan, it's not a secret. We ought to be able to have access to the advice that government has taken in order to make whichever decision.
A right to information will probably bring that out. I doubt that the Bank of Ghana by itself would make such revelations.
One of the reasons you have the central bank governor on the economic management team is this. However, we must also acknowledge that the dealings of the economic management team and cabinet, particularly the economic management team, is not something that you would have in the public domain.
Yeah.
Having said that also, because the fiscal affects the monetary, it's important that sometimes you probably could advise and say, let's be careful how we do this, because if we don't do these things properly, it can have an effect on all of us. It would also have an effect on our monetary policy. So that's understood. But this is the other point. Okay. So, for instance, if government is supposed to raise enough revenue, they are unable to raise that revenue, and they're falling on you, and you have to engage in monetary financing, it's going to be a problem. If government, spending anyhow, has a lot of money within the system, excess liquidity, it means you would have to step in. It means inflation is going to go up. And if government is not spending in the productive sectors of the economy, and money is, going through the system, there's excess of it, it would affect our inflation. You probably may want to come in. If government also is not investing in the right sectors, if government is not coming out with policies that would actually ensure that we are productive enough to reduce our imports that in turn affect our inflation, you'd have to use, your monetary policy to target inflation, because your monetary policy is inflation targeted. So these are things you probably would expect at some point in time, of course. But whatever happens, whatever advice the governor would give, you can be assured that it's not something that will find itself into the public domain. But having said that, my only problem with all of it, and I've made the point clearly, that yes, that's a loss. I mean, you've been giving a haircut on your principles, so that's a loss. Now, my problem is that the central bank went into financing government, okay, and monetary financing actually possibly leads to inflation. We have seen the evidence. Turned around and used monetary policy to actually increase the lending rates, the cost of credit, so that today people have become worse off. There are people who have taken loans that, because of, they went for variable rates, they are suffering because your bank writes to you and says, well, I'm sorry, because of the Ghana reference rate, I need to increase your loan repayment through no fault of yours. Yeah. You're there, then you're beginning to pay. There are banks in this country that only offer the variable rate. So as for them, what is going on? Anytime the reference rate goes up, you have to pay more. Today, businesses are unable to do that. And so this whole thing about, oh, if we hadn't stepped in, we did today. The Bank of Ghana is not stepping in. The government has cut its expenditure because they realize that they have to cut the expenditure. Anyway, let's get into the papers.
Anyway, yeah, we have to discuss this on another day. There's not a lot of time. We need to do the news review. Brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
All right, so bigger story from the weekend. NPP Super Delegates Conference for cruise into November 4 ran off to decide last slot. Still on the same issue, there are some 4 political scientists who share their views with the Daily Graphic who say November 4 will be crucial and that what we witness is nothing really in terms of the numbers. So they say this will not be a reflection of what will take place in November because that will involve the generality of the masses whose preferences may be totally different from the super delegates conference.
Yeah. That will be part of our analysis later today. You know, the simple question of how representative are super delegates of the rest of the delegates.
Right.
Okay.
Well, also in the paper today, the World Bank has provided the National Health Insurance Scheme with $27.7 million concessionary funding to improve services, especially to the poor and vulnerable. And the funding, we're told, will enable the scheme to increase its population coverage, register more poor and vulnerable people, and ensure the prompt processing and payments of claims for primary health care providers. That's some good news for the scheme. And then Otumfuo to raise help, Otumfuo to help raise $10 million for the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. We're told it hasn't seen any renovation since its establishment. So this is a big one, and it's also to mark the 25th anniversary of the enthronement of Otumfuo.
And I need to commend the Otumfuo. Look, Otumfuo is showing what a modern chief should be. He established the Otumfuo Educational Fund. He's established other things. He's even helped the World Bank to, raise funds for the Ashanti region. And so when we say chiefs have a role to play, this is the model chief.
King.
Or king. Well, I mean, model. He's a model chief. And you can make that same, and I say, for instance, my uncle, Nana Koblanketia V. Recently, he organized a Western Region Development Forum, where he invited all sons of the region. Unfortunately, because of work, I couldn't go. To sit down, discuss how to move the region forward. These should be the roles of chiefs. So, congratulations to the Asantehene. I mean, he's that model of of what a chief should be doing.
Let me tell you about another model of a chief, and that's the Asogli State Chief. He's marking 20 years of selfless and inspiring leadership today. So there's an invitation to all of us. The Asogli State Council is inviting us to the launch of the Asogli Teza and 20th anniversary celebration of Togbi Akweda the 14th Agbogumafia of Asogli State, one of the beautiful places in Ghana that you should visit.
You were there over the weekend.
Yes, in Hope. Really clean.
Oh, very clean.
Very clean.
No traffic. I mean, if someone tells you I'm here, come. In 2 minutes, you are there. Anyway, let's get to the daily guide for today. Bawumia sweeps NPP polls with 629. Joe Gate, Kwabene Japan out. But I think the surprise really was Kofi Kunedua-Preku. 0.
That was the surprise?
Yes.
So not even a single delegate?
That's really the problem. That nobody voted for Kofi Kunedua-Preku.
He is not himself a delegate.
No, he's not.
Hey.
Yeah, the candidates are not delegates. So here's the
Zero
thing.
Not all the candidates are delegates.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, what I meant to say was you don't get a vote because you're a candidate.
Yes. Yes.
So this is what is interesting to me. The analysis we did in the run-up to this exercise showed that KK Apreku's numbers had been falling. He started off a rising star. He came third in the big contest the first time he put himself up for this. But then the numbers have been consistently going down. But he constantly puts himself up. He clearly has some faith in his ability to do this, but the faith is being shared by less and less people each time. To the point where this time around, they weren't randomly selected, but they were selected. They selected 955 of their delegates, and none of them none of them thinks KK Apreku.
And you see,
Should he be
should
retiring?
in the
I mean,
top five.
should this be
at
a point where
69,
he makes a decision
at
that
69 years, I don't think Dr. Kofi Apreku would put himself up for elections again. I don't think he's going to do that. But you know, you make a point. Well, that's a very valid point. If you do the percentages also, and we'll get into that conversation later on the show, would indicate, for instance, so for those who've been contesting, the likes of Alam Chamanting, who's been in the Super Delegates Congress before in 2014, if you look at the percentage, if you also would look at the numbers, there's actually an improvement of his performance in 2014. But of course, you'd also would look at it with those who are contesting with him this time around and do a bit of analysis. So we'll get into all of that. Man killed in Juju gunshot test. I've seen the video.
Juju gun test.
Yes, that these young men, actually, according to the story, had gone for a charm, which would prevent, them from being killed by a bullet. So they were testing it. And a sad one. I mean, I don't understand. Why do we want to do that to ourselves?
Your life is one, oh.
Well, let me just do a quick touch on these stories. Showdown, meltdown. Ken faces disciplinary committee and it's not over for Alan. Backpage, Kudus signs 5-year, 44.5 million euros deal with West Ham United. Kudus Day. Anyway, let's get into the online news review then.
Yeah, it's brought to us this morning by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Oh, so big question. What do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Well, don't do that if that's what you do. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be parts. Goyle Super XP, Ron 95 and Diesel XP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for a vehicle. Also, Goyle Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at same price as normal fuel. And Goyle Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. And with over 440 stations across the nation, you've got to join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle, Good Energy, Goyle, Yen Arayedim.
And experience true convenience with a Zenith Visa or MasterCard today. Conveniently shop online, make payments at retail outlets locally and internationally, and effect transactions on ATMs here in Ghana and abroad. All with your Zenith Visa or MasterCard. Don't just hear about it, experience it. Get your Zenith Visa or MasterCard today at any Zenith Bank branch and experience the true convenience of card payments. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, now, Adanimo Boache Jako should reconsider going for runoff. This is the advice of Oparian San. Results of NPP's Super Delegates Conference, not surprising. Professor Jampo is the one who holds that view. And maybe one more from my journal line. Yes, Kennedy Japan and Hope Sinadoye and 3 others are to face NPP disciplinary committee. And we'll be sharing today the details of why this is to happen. CityNewsroom.com has the same story. NPP to summon Kennedy Japan over threats to Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. And I think we've all seen that video of Kennedy Japan getting quite upset on his phone. I suppose the disciplinary committee will now be determining whether what he said amounts to threats or not. And on CNN's page this morning, Boris Johnson says Prigozhin's last thought was Putin. Oh, goodness. All right, it's time now for the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Log On Voice, experience seamless business management.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa, we are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Are you looking for training opportunities as an association or institution to boost your business's productivity? This year, the Ghana Skills Development Fund provided over 100 million Ghana cedis to 105 businesses towards upgrading skills for businesses in the formal, informal, innovations and green technology, and science and technology sectors. Apply for this year's call for concept notes between now and 31st August 2023. Visit www.gsdf.ctvet.gov.gh and be sure to apply in the correct window to avoid disqualification. Call 0303-941-361 for enquiries or send an email to gsdf@ctvet.gov.gh with inquiry as the subject. The GSDF is funded by the World Bank through the International Development Association, IDA, with the Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, CTVET, as the implementing agency under the Ministry of Education.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
It's time to go beyond what your traditional financial apps can do. Introducing Cowrie, the only digital financial app you will ever need. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay. Send. Move your money in quick, easy steps at the best rates on the market. Buy. Top up your airtime and data twice as fast as you normally do. Pay. Step out of the cash queue. Pay for any product or service when you need to. Enjoy it faster. And now, manage. Experience a new way of managing your money. Understand how and when your money moves. You can rely on Cowrie every day. Download Cowrie from your Google Play Store or App Store. Experience Cowrie, the way to pay.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
House the data of tech giants. However, are these data centres causing an environmental overload? This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. I'm on the banks of the River Lee on the northern edge of London, a beautiful habitat which has in recent years been a battleground, with fishermen and conservationists pitted against the UK's privatised water industry and state regulators. Across this island nation, there is a water crisis. Polluted rivers, dirty beaches, failing infrastructure. My guest today, one-time punk rock star Fergal Sharkey, is leading the campaign to clean up Britain's waterways.
These most rarest of river ecosystems on the planet are currently being over-abstracted by local water companies to the tune of about 1.2 billion litres of water every single day.
That's Fergal Sharkey on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Emily Thomas with the BBC News.
Libya's foreign minister has been suspended from office after it emerged that she met her Israeli counterpart in Rome last week. The meeting prompted small protests in Libya. From Jerusalem, here's our Middle East correspondent Tom Bateman.
Israel announced with some fanfare what it said was a historic meeting in Rome between its foreign minister Eli Cohen and his Libyan counterpart Najla al-Mangoush, suggesting this was a first step in establishing diplomatic relations after Israel's deals with other Arab countries. But within hours, Libya's prime minister said Ms al-Mangoush was being suspended as foreign minister. Libya's foreign ministry declared its complete and absolute rejection of normalisation with what it called the Zionist entity, saying it was committed to the Palestinian cause.
Syria's defence ministry says an air attack by Israel has forced the closure of Aleppo airport after an early morning raid damaged the runway. Israel's military has declined to comment. The US Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo has opened talks with Chinese government officials in Beijing, saying it's profoundly important that the world's two largest economies have a stable economic relationship. Here's Monica Miller.
Secretary Raimondo has said that the world's two top economies need to have some sort of stable relationship, and many big American companies that are doing business there are also asking for the same. The key to this is really regular communication to avoid conflict, which has been really hard for these two to come by. She is the fourth senior U.S. official to head to China in less than 3 months, and that is to try to reset this relationship between the two countries.
Shares in the Chinese developer Evergrande have fallen by about 80% since they started trading in Hong Kong for the first time in a year and a half. The company had been suspended for not publishing its financial results. On Sunday, the firm posted a $4.5 billion loss for the first 6 months of the year. The billionaire founder of the electronics giant Foxconn, Terry Guo, has announced that he'll run for the presidency of Taiwan. Mr. Guo has accused President Tsai Ing-wen of antagonising Beijing. Here's Rupert Wingfield-Hayes.
Terry Guo is a popular figure in Taiwan. Starting from almost nothing in the early 1970s, he went on to build Foxconn into the world's largest electronics manufacturing company. The billionaire businessman stepped down as head of the company 4 years ago, and has now plunged into politics. He accuses Taiwan's ruling Democratic Progressive Party, led by President Tsai Ing-wen, of antagonizing Beijing and leading the island down the road to war with China. His company has massive investments in China, and Mr. Guo says he has the knowledge and relationships to keep Taiwan safe.
Rupert Wingfield-Hayes reporting. This is the latest world news from the BBC. Britain's Ministry of Defence says Russia is highly likely to have cancelled its planned joint strategic military exercise known as Zapad 23. It was due to take place next month. In its daily update, the Defence Ministry said Russia probably cancelled the war games as it had too few troops and equipment available. The Firefighters Union in Britain has warned that it could take legal action to stop the government returning asylum seekers to live in a barge. Asylum seekers on board the Bibi Stockholm were removed earlier this month when the presence of Legionella, which can cause serious illness, was detected. The Firefighters Union says it's also concerned about the operation of fire exits and possible overcrowding on the giant barge. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, has paused his presidential campaign to deal with a hurricane, which is expected to make landfall in the US state in the next few days. It's currently a tropical storm, but forecasters expect Idalia will become a hurricane on Tuesday in the Gulf of Mexico before heading to Florida. Mr. DeSantis said the state was prepared.
It will become a hurricane by late Tuesday afternoon. Landfall is currently expected along the Big Bend region on Wednesday, and it could arrive at the state of Florida as strong as a Category 2 hurricane.
High winds in the upper atmosphere have forced Japan's space agency to suspend the launch of a rocket that was to carry both a new type of telescope and a moon lander. The mission had planned to launch a new X-ray telescope about the size of a bus to record some of the hottest places in our universe. It was also carrying a small experimental robotic moonlander. It's designed to test a navigation system for pinpoint landings on the moon. Japan's space program has received a number of setbacks this year, including the failure in March to launch a new generation rocket, the H3. BBC News.
Welcome to Hard Talk from the
Having a night out with your friends at the new bar in town. That's enjoyment. Getting massaged at the most relaxing spa session. That's enjoyment. And if you are paying with your Fidelity Visa card, then we are about to kill you with more enjoyment. Fidelity Rewards is here. Earn points every time you use your Visa card. Points can be used to redeem airline tickets, phones, tablets, gift vouchers, Visa merchandise, and make hotel reservations. And when you spend 100 Ghana cedis or more at Starbites, Melcom, Pizza Man Chicken Man, Cheesy Pizza, Honeysuckle, or any supermarket, you get cash back. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch today. Get your Visa card, then go to www.fidelitybank.com.gh to register for the loyalty program. Enjoyment awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Who wants a song when you can have a sale? Orca is celebrating 20 years of excellence by giving you 50% off 20,000 items. Make your house feel like home with selected furniture, accessories, textiles, decor, appliances, and much more for 50% off. Celebrate this milestone with us. Visit the Orca Superstore on Spintex Road today.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Sintex Tank. Sintex Tank, stress-free. Sintex Tank, reliable. Sintex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Sintex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later. Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120-gram pack? There's a 120-gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120-gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Kojo Jackson.
I met a man when I was out, and his eyes were such a different shade of
Enjoy on the set. The Super
I
Morning
liked his
Show is
vibe.
on.
0.7 FM, the Super Morning Show is on. One next after NPP Super Delegates Conference. We'll do the analysis right here on the Super Morning Show today. Join our conversation 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. And also send your X messages with the hashtag JoySMS. But Toyota Ghana has unveiled a new deal for a limited time only. They are offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic Starlets, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuner diesel. And that's not all. When you make the decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever. Pay a visit to any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrady to take advantage of this exclusive offer. Alternatively, you can reach Toyota Ghana on 0302-910204. That's 0302-910204. And credit purchase is available through special arrangements. And so get in touch with Toyota Ghana and get a good deal going for yourself. Toyota, superior quality. Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essential equipment and furniture at affordable prices. They've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. What it means is wherever you are today, you can just log on to kingdomstoreonline.com and start shopping. They also arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time. And they offer free delivery if you happen to be in Accra or Tema. And they accept payment via Momo across all networks. Remember, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And I've got some seriously exciting news that's going to tickle your financial fancies. Ready for it? So times are hard, yes, but Societe Generale Ghana has reloaded the Yatisu Loans promotion. SG Ghana has extended the Yatisu Loans promotion all the way to the 29th of September 2023. So if you're looking to pay off those bills without shedding a tear, sort out the kids' school fees, refurbish your home, or start building the dream castle you've always fantasized about, this is your golden ticket. SG Ghana has actually given you more time to jump on this epic loan promotion. They are offering discounted interest rates on their loans to customers and non-customers, including employees on the Controller and Accountant General payroll. So dash into any of their 42 networked outlets or simply call SG on 0302 214 314 0302 214 314 and let them sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Yatisu Loans promotion reloaded now ends on the 29th of September 2023. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. And are you looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipments? If yes, look no further. IAS FedEx offers a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight, be it less container load or full container load, and customs clearance and documentation. So the international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. So they've dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in the local customs clearance processes and procedures. They will assist you every step of the way. IAS FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for their clients. Terms and conditions apply. Please contact IAS FedEx for free consultation and international freight services and customs clearance processes. Here are numbers to call to get in touch with IAS FedEx: 050-160-5000 or 050-163-1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is firmly secured. Now, Heritage Christian College, HCC, is a university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education. It's affiliated to KNUST and accredited by GTech. They have the following degree programs ongoing. They've got BBA programs. Options are accounting with computing accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also, BSc Nursing, Information Technology, BSc Information Security, and BA Theology. They are offering 12-month specialized master's degree programs, MC Accounting and Taxation. There's also Accounting and Finance, Human Resource Management as well. They've got professional courses, ICA, CIM, GCI, HRM, ICM UK, and media short courses. Now, what makes them unique is the entrepreneurship training, which comes with financial assistance. So they have the one student, one laptop policy with terms and conditions. Affordable and flexible fee structure scholarship also available. Entry qualifications are WASI, ABCE, or GBCE. Also HND or diploma, mature student, 25 years. Please dial *789 *300# for online serial number and visit hcuc.edu.gh to apply. Locate Heritage Christian College at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, or you can call them on 020-229-8399 or 0547-777-731. Visit their website hcuc.edu.gh to learn more. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
And the Sukasa Granson Community's affordable luxury housing project is now rolling out its affordable housing units on sale for its 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $97,500 or its prevalent city equivalent, and its 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $195,000 or its prevalent city equivalent. Now, they offer you various convenient payment options, and their projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Ayimensa sites, and they're located at Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Call them on 0302960865 or WhatsApp 0553697886 for your inquiries. You can also reach us via email at info@sukasa.com.gh and on all our social media handles as SukasaGH. Sukasa, building on trust.
Now, Total Energies Marketing Ghana PLC is your trusted oil marketing company, and they proudly present the Helmet for Life campaign. All right, now Helmet for Life is a Total Energies initiative which aims to raise awareness among motorbike users on the principles of road safety and, in particular, the wearing of helmets. At Total Energies, they put safety first in all their operations. It's particularly pertinent to their social responsibility, especially toward the motoring public, customers and stakeholders. Therefore, in addition to other road safety initiatives implemented already, Total Energies has now introduced the Helmet for Life. It's an added effort to ensure that road users in our communities, including motorbike riders, are kept safe on our roads. Now, they strive to prevent personal injuries and control damage to property. So follow Total Energies on Facebook, on X, Twitter, and Instagram to discover more and participate in their Helmet for Life campaign. Total Energies, committed to better energy.
Time for us to go for the Nestle Nutrition Line. It's brought to us by Nestle, and you know Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. This is Nestle Nutrition Line. It's always such a pleasure and a great delight to share these moments with you. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. I hope life is treating you kindly and all is well. Today we go back to celebrating World Breastfeeding Week, which was in the first week of August. One objective of that week was to strengthen the chain of breastfeeding support. Fathers or spouses play a critical role in encouraging mothers to initiate and sustain breastfeeding. For example, the father can encourage the mother to keep breastfeeding when she's stressed and wants to give up. He can bring the new mother food and drink while she's breastfeeding and help her feel comfortable and relaxed. A father can help around the house with chores the mother usually does, and if there are other children, take care of them so mommy can rest and focus on the breastfeeding baby. If the mother starts pumping or expressing milk, a father can be of enormous help by feeding the baby at night or whenever mommy needs a break. These are just a few ways in which fathers can do their part in supporting breastfeeding. You can come up with your own ideas and more ways to do so. Remember, breastfeeding moms need all the support they can get. Time to leave you now, but we'll be standing by for a phone call or an email from you. Remember, your feedback is precious. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The numbers are 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. I want you to have a beautiful day, and remember, nothing is too small. Start where you are with what you have and watch it grow. Enjoy a glorious day.
Having your baby try out different tastes and flavors isn't just about giving them a change of taste. This helps to develop their palate and prepares them better for accepting varieties of adult food as they grow. So go ahead and try any of our 6 Cerelac variants, that is wheat, maize, rice, biscuity, fruit pieces, and millet. Remember, each bowl of Cerelac contains goodness that helps your child's normal growth and development. Cerelac, it's all good, Mum. This advert is FDA approved.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Who wants a song when you can have a sale? Orca is celebrating 20 years of excellence by giving you 50% off 20,000 items. Make your house feel like home with selected furniture, accessories, textiles, decor, appliances, and much more for 50% off. Celebrate this milestone with us. Visit the Orca Superstore on Spintex Road today.
Why are you scratching so fast on the Pepsodent box?
I want to be the first to enter the back to school promo to win exciting prizes for Kwame to school.
Awesome!
Yes, there are exciting prizes to be won instantly.
It's only Pepsodent, so I start scratching.
No! Key Bar and Geisha are included. All you need to do is simply buy your favorite bathing soap that lasts long, Geisha, Key Soap, and multi-purpose bar with Guinean heritage, and your maximum cavity protection toothpaste, Pepsodent. Scratch panel and text to short code *844*40# to win exciting prizes instantly. If you accumulate higher points on all 3 products, you can win the ultimate rewards of 5,000 Ghana Cedis cash prize, a tabletop fridge, and 1,000 Ghana Cedis Malcolm shopping vouchers. There are over 200,000 rewards to be won. Redeem your prizes at any Unilever distributor's point. Anyways, promo starts from July to August. This advert is FDA approved.
Alrighty then, let's do it, and let's do it loud for those whose birthday it is today. It's a K. Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Perfie.
And Franco Trading has now taken delivery of CCTV camera with on-screen display menu and easy configuration, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machines. They also have in stock all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, Franco air conditioners, 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower. Enjoy up to 40% discount online in all our shops nationwide. Download the Franco Trading app on Play Store or visit francotrading.com. Don't pick our number on Google. Call us on 0246 422338 or 0555939311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Perfie.
All right, so whose birthday is it? Maybe I'll start. Got
Okay.
a bunch
Are you
of
ready?
them here. Okay, Mama B.
Okay, so Mr. Emmanuel Amos Abenyi is 85 years today. And his children are wishing him a happy birthday today. Joanna, Roberta, Emmanuel, Joseph, and Daniel are wishing you, Mr. Emmanuel Amos Abenyi, a happy 85th birthday. May you continue to age gracefully. Enjoy your birthday, sir. And he's always listening to the Super Morning Show. So I know he's heard this one. Enjoy
Wonderful.
your day.
I'm going to start with a wedding anniversary.
Okay.
41st wedding anniversary. Yeah. Reverend Dr. Samuel and Henrietta Kisiedu are celebrating their 41st wedding anniversary, and they want us all to celebrate with them according to what the Lord said in Psalm 126 verse 4. Go and look that up. Okay, now this one says, please wish my daughter Kayla Asante happy 7th birthday. It's from Ernie Asante, as well as her mum Mimi and her brother Kendrick, and the message is, we love you. That's nice, isn't it?
Yes, and a special happy birthday to Benedicta Saki. You remain the sunshine on a cloudy day for us. We love you, from Dr. Futukote and the kids Damien, Kathleen, and Brian, as well as Nana Harden. But the big one here is that today, the 28th of August, is World Nana Dr. Opoku Ampoma Day. That's the founder of IPS, now UPSA, and he turns 95 years today.
It's amazing.
So we members of the UPSA Global Alumni Association are forever grateful to you for your foresight, which has produced countless chartered accountants, administrators, marketers who are contributing to this nation and other economies worldwide. May the Lord look favorable on you and on your generations after you. It's from the Global Alumni Association, including the president, Mr. Francis Dazi, and I think I have just one here. Told that, so blessed happy birthday to Ronnie Amatefu. It's from the kids Phoebe, Kimberly, and Tracy. And also, yesterday was your birthday, Jano Nadole Omabo, a pupil of Baby Nest School, Legon, with lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, Norte, Noko, and Becky.
All right, now today happens to be the birthday of my schoolmate, one of my favorite guys in the world. He had the coolest nickname in Oga School, Abu Aflash. Frank Ben Egan, happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful one on us. It's also the birthday of Ziggy Forson, NK Jr., Akosia Bosumpima, Emmanuel Nene, Ayiku Akli, and Kennedy Mahal Apia. All right, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV, it's your moment.
And are you a big Liverpool fan? Well, Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. How about that? It's so simple to be eligible. There's an equal chance for clients and non-clients. So for non-clients, here's what you have to do. Download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presence you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. This is your chance to experience Anfield with your partner. There are other consolation prizes. Open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And experience life insurance from the comfort of your home. Secure your life and that of your loved ones by joining the Allianz Life family and enjoy true peace of mind. You can also buy your life insurance policy, pay premiums on an existing account, check your balance, withdraw your insurance savings, initiate claims, and receive payments promptly. Simply dial star 1890 hash on MTN. Allianz Life Insurance. We secure your future.
This is a special one. Happy birthday, late one, to Superintendent of Police Prince Duke Okwabi Dankwa. He's the aide-de-camp to the IGP at the headquarters here in Accra. And it's from your wife, Letitia, and the children, Danielle, Joseph, and Irabana. All right, imagine getting rewarded for doing something you already do every single day. Just imagine that. Well, if it sounds too good to be true, that's exactly what Momo season is all about. There's something for everybody. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store and use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions to a merchant either through the QR code or the merchant ID and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis every week and other amazing prizes. Now, the merchants are also not left out of this reward scheme. You receive payments and you win. Keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. There are lots and lots of exciting prizes for everyone. So, what are we doing today? Transactions with Momo Pay will earn you more points and win you big this Momo season. Go to Momo merchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business merchant account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions apply.
Just Momo it like Kojo it, and it's the Sports Center on a Monday. Hello, I'm Gary Al Smith. It's been a busy weekend.
The outstanding performer has delivered one of the best performances of her career. She's done the double that no one has achieved before. Oh, did we ever dare doubt the king? He promised 3, he's delivered 3. He doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Richardson, Jackson, she's closing, but not fast enough. It's gold for the Americans.
And it's gold here on the Joy Sports Center as the World Athletics Championships, which we had talked about, comes to a rather fulfilling end. In the English Premier League, Chelsea secured their first win under manager Mauricio Pochettino. Man United returned to winning ways. Man City made it 3 wins from 3. Arsenal stumbled, and Liverpool staged a comeback in Tyneside.
Slit by Alexander-Arnold, and this is Gordon in on goal and scores. It's a gift for Newcastle United. Here's Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez has scored! What an introduction for the Uruguayan. Liverpool down to 10 men, have done the unthinkable. And on for Nunez. Surely he can't win it for Liverpool. Darwin Nunez with the most incredible turnaround you have ever seen.
Elsewhere, Real and Barcelona pick up wins in La Liga. We have details later, but first, the World Athletics Championship in Budapest came to an end with many feats attained on the last day. That was yesterday. Mary Moraa inched her name into the history books. Now they call her the Dancing Queen of Kenya's greatest 800-meter runners after clocking a personal best time of a minute 56 seconds and 0.3 sub-seconds to win gold. Jakob Ingebrigtsen successfully defended his title in the men's 5,000 meters. Team USA also cruised to victory in the men's 4x400 meter relay. Fento Tahiro has been there. He's worked his socks off, and he sums up the pertinent highlights of the championship.
The 2023 World Athletics Championships has finally come to a conclusion. And this track, as it has come now, wasn't come for the last 9 days. Venue for some frenetic action on the track and on the field. Ghana's participation at these championships was less than ideal, with injuries to two key members of the 4x100 meter relay team forcing Ghana Athletics to pull the team out. However, Africa was still very much represented, with Kenya picking up 10 medals on the way and Ethiopia with their 9 being Africa's only representatives in the top 10. The USA were dominant as they were a year ago in Eugene, racking up a whopping 29 medals in these championships. In front of sold-out crowds, Noah Lyles demonstrated that he is perhaps the track's biggest star now. And the question of where would the sport be without Usain Bolt seems to have finally been answered. But it's not just that. There's also the passing of the old to the new guard, with Sha'Carri Richardson winning the women's 100 meters and surely now looking like the future of this sport. Track and field has long been deemed as a sport that is struggling. But this year's competition showed that it's full of drama aplenty. There were marriage proposals off the track, there were shocks on the track, there were even golf cart accidents, all of it adding to the drama. And now, of course, we're being told you can see all of the action and the build-up to what happened here in Budapest on Netflix. And in 2 years' time, when they gather again in Tokyo, surely the storylines would have become clearer to you.
Fento Tahiro from the National Athletic Stadium in Budapest, summing up what has been an incredible World Athletics Championship. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage, which was back-ended yesterday by the fact that it was never in doubt. The greatest of all time, pole vaulter Mondo Duplantis, saw to his second gold. The USA dominated the 4x100 meter men's. The 4x1 as well. They got gold. And most importantly for the women, Tamari Davis, T.T. Terry, Gabby Thomas and Sha'Carri Richardson smashed the championship record with 41.03 to claim gold as well. And so we also had a lot of action in the other races. Where do we start? Defending champion from Ethiopia, Tamirat Tola, still very much in contention for marathon gold, but it was Victor Kiplangat of Uganda who made that country proud in 2 hours. He couldn't do up 2 hours, 2 hours and 8 minutes and 53 seconds as well. Then, of course, there was Daley Thompson in action. And then, which is your pick of the best? Jakob Ingebrigtsen, like I said, men's 5,000 meters, he got the gold as well. He would want to sort out the 1,005 later. Mary Moraa literally flew to golden 800 meter glory after 2 crazy laps around the track as well. And then, just to finish, Winfred Yavi is your 3,000 meter steeplechase world champion as she competed for Qatar as well. But to give us a taste of what it was like, Femke Ball, remember her from the very first race when she fell just like 2 meters, about 200 meters before she was going to win the gold medal for the Netherlands in the 4x400 mixed relay. She redeemed herself with a gold in the 4x400. That's in the final with an incredible final encore as well. So to wrap it all up, this was probably the best moment of the night from last night.
Mitchum was part of the squad that picked up a silver medal in the mixed 4x4, and Mitchum at the moment holding off Watson. The individual champion is going to be a gold for the United States, a silver for France. Nobody would have predicted that, and another bronze for the men in the Great Britain squad.
Athletics down to football now, and Midiama have advanced to the next round of the CAF Champions League, beating Remo Stars in Nigeria. They won 3-2 via penalties after a 1-1 aggregate draw in regulation time. The win means Midiama will face Guinean side Horoya, the Giants of Guinea, for a slot in the group stages of the competition. Elsewhere, it was further good news for Ghana, as Dreams FC also qualified for the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup qualifiers. They beat Milo FC in the second leg at the Accra Sports Stadium. They came from behind to secure a 2-1 win and 3-2 on aggregate. Karim Zito's side now face Calon FC of Sierra Leone in the next round to the Premier League.
GH where touchdown in the East End. Big ballers don't pretend. Running, cutting through defense. Have your team them swimming in the deep end. Real black star, no treason. Kudus, left foot, doodoo. Believe the high piece London. We outside, Abontin.
Kudus Mohammed has his own song in the Premier League. Kudus is here. Kudus Day. It's Premier League joy for West Ham as they officially announced the signing of Black Stars midfielder Mohamed Kudus. He joins the East London club from Dutch side Ajax, signing a 5-year contract with an option of a further year. And West Ham will pay an initial 41.5 million euros and 3 million in performance-related add-ons, making the Ghanaian the second most expensive purchase for the Hammers. Big deal, isn't it? What does he say about it?
I like to entertain the fans, because I feel that's what football is about. My dribbling ability, strength, finishing also, so I'm just here to do my best to help the team, so the fans should just expect some entertainment.
The former Right to Dream graduate speaking there, hoping for the best for him. On the pitch, West Ham moved to second following their 3-1 victory over Brighton. Elsewhere, Darwin Núñez struck 2 late goals to complete a remarkable turnaround to give 10-man Liverpool a 2-1 victory against Newcastle at St James's Park. We can now hear from Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp.
It was one of the most special games I was ever part of, and I have a few, and I watched a few, and I coached a few. This was 70 minutes in a stadium like this with 10 men, 1-0 down. I never saw something like that.
Let's run through the rest. Rodri scored a late winner to end Man City a 2-1 win over